Okay. Before we begin, this Patch Notes reading reaction special is brought to you by Coca-Cola. To quench your thirst in the perfect way, use Coca-Cola every day. Cheers. Disclaimer, this isn't actually sponsored by Coca-Cola because, you know, might get sued or something. Love you, Coke. Don't close my channel down. Right, anyway. So, going through the patch notes. So we reacted to a little video we saw earlier in the week. And, but there's more information, so we're just going to go through them just quickly. So, new legend, Vantage, Sniper. Yay! We like sniping, yes we do. So, Mara is a survivalist who can see a threat coming down her sniper scope from thousands of meters away. Born to a wrongfully convicted criminal, gave birth to her alone in a barren ice planet Pagos. Vantage has grown into the ultimate survivalist, forced to live off hostile land and become unfathomably good with a scope weapon. Sounds pretty good. Passive. Aim down sights to scout your eyepiece. Unarmed with mid to long range scopes and use bullet drop indicator. Ooh, bullet drop indicator. See where your shots will land, so that's pretty handy. Echo location. Position your wing companion Echo and then launch towards him. Okay, that sounds interesting. So I don't know whether it'll be like... It won't be like a teleportation then, it'll just be like a launch, like a jump, I guess. Sort of like Newcastle maybe, I don't know, haven't used that. We'll soon find out later on today in the stream. Ultimate Sniper's Mark. Use your custom sniper rifle to mark enemy targets, which applies a damage bonus for you and your team. Does the sniper rifle hurt them? That'd be weird if there's no, like, damage. Reforged King's Canyon update. In Season 5, Skulltown Thunderdome was sunk by a massive explosion, which sucked, because Skulltown was the best thing about it. Caused by Loba. Now that salvage operation is complete, the Syndicate has rebuilt the area for Apex games. Dredging machines have refilled the space with sand from the ocean floor, and new battleground has been rebuilt with the iconic skull as a centerpiece. Woo! Read the full breakdown. No thank you. Level cap increase. This is probably the biggest part of the update. Players can now level past the count level 500 through 3 additional tiers of 500 levels, bringing the effective maximum level to 500 to 500 tier 3. This increase adds 345 additional Apex packs earnable via account leveling and ensures that everyone can earn heirloom just by playing the game. The total number of Apex packs earnable via account leveling is now 544. Right, so in the video that I saw, they said the level account would be 700. So, is it just going to be 3 additional tiers of 500? So, it means it's going to be 500, 500, 500, 500, right? Total. So, that means 2,000 levels. Sounds about right. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's good. You know, we need a higher level cap. That's quite a lot as well, actually. Battle Pass. Certain players can now... certain Battle Pass challenges can now be completed in either Battle Royale or non-Battle Royale modes. I did see that in the Battle Pass. I was curious to see what that stood for. So, I don't know whether non-Battle Royale modes just means arena, or that means, like, limited time events, you know what I mean? So, that'd be interesting to see. Season 13 rank results. 10% of players were in bronze, 28% of players were in silver, 44.45 were in gold, 14 were in platinum. Only 1% of players are in diamond. So if I got diamond last season, like I've actually tried, I would have been in the top 1.25% of players. That's pretty good. I think, anyway. I don't know if that does actually make sense, because then you got these. I don't know what that means. We have the following match to distribute more players who played more than 10 hours of ranked. There you go. So diamond last season was 26%. This season was 1. That's pretty crazy. Cool. Only 0.10% were in Master and Apex. That's mad. Okay, 14 rank changes. Entry cost 5 to all. So every single entry has been increased by 5. Kill RP. Remove diminishing returns on eliminations. So I guess that means the lower rank you are when you get kills, you still get a decent amount of kills. I don't know. Rank reset. No change. Resuming rank reset of 6 divisions. Okay, so 6 divisions you get relegated from. Which doesn't make sense because then I wouldn't be silver 2, would I? Anyway, who cares? Laser sights, new attachment to replace barrels, which I like because SMGs are supposed to be for close range only. So having barrels from them reduces the recoil, so then you can actually hit them at range. So I like that. And pistols. So yeah, I like that. That's what it's pretty much for. Reduced hip fire spread. You know, when you use laser sight, pretty standard. The one thing we did see in the video is that it doesn't appear. The laser sight doesn't appear, which I think maybe it should, but I don't know. It might be a bit weird in Apex seeing a laser sight like through everyone's submachine guns. But the way I see it, that'll stop people running around with submachine guns and other guns, and then when they do get caught out, you know, they'd have to switch and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe. G7 Scout returns to the floor. Woo! That used to be my favourite gun. Sorry about the woo if that went down crazy down the mic. That used to be my favourite gun. Volt was my favourite SMG for sure. Obviously, it's going to get nerfed since coming out the care package, but I still like these 2 guns. Bocek being put in the crate. That kind of sucks because I like this gun, but I've heard they buffed it. So, and Rampage LMG enters the crate as well. I hate that gun, so great. I don't mind that at all. Wingman returns to the floor. Yes. Car SMG returns to the floor. Not too fussed about it. Don't like that gun. Devotion enters the crafter. I don't think that's a big problem for anyone. Nobody really uses Devotion, really. RE45 and Hammer Point combo enters the crafter. That's kind of weird that it has the Hammer Point in it, but okay. Strange. Gold weapons. Longbow. Nice. With the Skull Piercer now as well. That's going to be crazy. Mozambique, don't really care. R99, that's going to be an interesting gold drop. G7 Scout, that's going to be a nice gold drop. And Hemlock is probably going to be a nice gold drop as well. I like that, I like that. Base hit fire spread increased, yes. And then you add the laser sight. How's it going, Ben? Base hit fire spread increased. On assault rifles, I don't think that's too much of a difference. I mean, I kind of prefer that because I usually aim down sights, but I don't know, we'll see. Eva 8 has got a buff. Recoil improvements. Now takes stocks, which is weird. Removes 1 pellet from the blast pattern, which is 1 less bullet. So that's like 9 damage gone or whatever. Fire rate increased from 2.3 to 2. So it's a quicker fire rate. And pellets do more damage. So that nerf removing the 1 pellet is probably no different because they're getting an extra bullet damage anyway. Bolt rate of fire bonuses increased. Yes. So white is the same. Blue is slightly faster. And purple is definitely faster. Bow check. Damage at full draw is increased to 70. This is because it's in the care package. It's not really a big buff. That's pretty much what the original bow was. It used to be 70 damage. And the headshots were crazy as well. Temple draw speed increased. So that means less time to draw. Full damage. Shatter caps pellet damage increase. So instead of each bow doing 11, it does 12, I guess. I'm not sure how many shatters are from the bow, but I can't remember, so I don't know what the max damage is from that. Fired arrows can no longer be collected. Makes sense because it's in the care package. Arrow spawn's been removed, yes, because there's no other gun that uses arrows. Fine. Rampage, damage increased, and it comes with a thermite. Now, this is in the care package, so it's not a huge deal. I hate the Rampage, I really do. Volt, damage reduced from 17 to 15, sorry. That's because it's become out of the care package. That makes total sense. Fine. No longer takes barrel attachments. Yes, no SMGs do anymore. G7 Scout been nerfed to what it was. Makes sense. Come out of the care package. L-Star, increased projectile speed. So that's a buff. Increased number of shots before overheat. That's a buff too. Removed bright red flash when hitting non-armored targets. That is a buff. L-Star might be a little bit better now. Good stuff. RE45, increased iron sight field of view to be more consistent. Increased stray speed. So RE45, slight buff, not a great one, slight. Wingman now uses sniper ammo. That is a huge nerf to the Wingman. That was the big deal on the video that we saw. But sniper ammo inventory stack has increased from 28 to 24. From 24 to 28, sorry. It keeps going. I keep going backwards with this. It's a bit weird. That's good. Snipers ammo was a bit, iffy, so I like that. And now the boxes obviously contain more because, double. 14 is 28 instead of 12 24. Makes sense, of course. Just simple maths. Yeah, I like that because it'll mean more snipers in the game now. Because in ranked and stuff like that, it's either charge rifles and that's it because nobody wants to use a sniper, and like wingman now is going to be sniper, so there's going to be less wingman dominating the game as well. So I like that. That's good. So maybe we'll see some more longbows and sentinels now. Sentinel probably is no point of using now. The longbow's been buffed with the skull piercer, but whatever. Spitfire. Looks like it's had a nerf, I guess, to have more recoil. Now uses light ammo, which is a nerf as well because it doesn't slow you down as you run. Heavy ammo does. Dual loader has been worked into the base. What's dual loader? Is that 2 bullets at a time? I didn't even realise 3030 ever had that. So that's good. It reloads faster. I like that. And it takes skull piercer, which I think is a bit OP. But we'll see. Because, I mean, it already does a pretty big damage. Mastiff. Projectile growth reduced. I'm not quite sure what that means. Growth. Does that mean like it's more tighter? Base fire rate reduced from 1.11 to 2. It doesn't say anything about a damage reduction or anything like that, which is weird because that's just come out of the care package, right? Or am I wrong? I thought that was in the care package. Or is that still in the care package and they've just added that onto it? That could be that, actually. Deadeye's Tempo has been worked into the base sentinel. That's good. So that means no more Deadeye's Tempo on floor loot and stuff like that. Double tap adds burst for EVA 8 and G7 Scout. I don't really like it as a G7 Scout. But for EVA 8 it needs it because the EVA 8 is shocking now. More people might use that. Skull Piercer, 35% headshot damage. See what I mean? 35% to the 30-30 repeater. I mean, you're going to be doing like 90 to 100, aren't you? With a headshot. With the repeater. That sounds crazy. Obviously charged. But that sounds a bit crazy to me, to be honest. Remove Deadeye's Tempo Shatter Caps. Yeah, looks like everything's been built in and stuff like that. So that's fine. I don't mind that. Boosted loader has been reduced to epic quality from legendary. That's good because I'm sick of finding a gold drop and I'm like turbocharger and it's a boosted loader that nobody uses. Backpack gold perk. This is the new thing. They've changed stuff, haven't they? So deep pockets. So now you can back to when Apex was first around. You used to be able to carry 3 medkits and 3 batteries. You never was able to carry 2 stacks of Phoenix kicks though. That was always 1. So that'd be good, having that on, because that's what a backpack's supposed to do, right? It's supposed to have like bigger pockets. So purple to gold never changed anything in the inventory. It just made you res. But they got rid of the res. They've added this. I like it. Not sure about anyone else. Knockdown shield. Obviously, this is buffed Newcastle like crazy now. Because self-revive's gone, so who gives a shit about the gold knockdown other than Newcastle, because he gets Guardian Angel, which was the previous backpack perk, which is good. I mean, I'm not sure if I like it being on the knockdown personally, but that's going to be really good for Newcastle. Plus, everyone fighting over the... Like, who cares about a knockdown shield, really? Like, a backpack is... When you got a crap backpack, you're fighting over the gold one, no matter who you are. And randoms just steal it, even though you're a Lifeline or a Newcastle. Whereas a knockdown shield, it's not that great. So, you don't mind giving that up to the healers. So, I kind of like it. I kind of don't. We'll see. Arcstar, reduce stick damage on armor. I'm not sure about that, because it takes skill to stick them, right? So, I'm not sure about that. So, now if you stick someone with an Arcstar, it's only going to take 85 damage. I mean, that don't sound good. It should at least crack them, I think. Like, you stick it somewhere with an Arcstar, it should crack them. Boom. So, don't like that. Remove aim slow on stick. I don't mind that. Because if you get stuck, it shouldn't slow you down. The detonation should slow you down. So, I like that. Don't mind that at all. Explosive holds. What's explosive holds? What am I missing there? What's explosive hold? Is that the added blue attachment? Oh, that's terrible. That's, yeah, I know what they are now. That's where you put the grenade in. There's the loot. Laser sights, yeah, of course. Reduce spawn rate of gold magazine. So, I mean, I like the fact, or I like having gold loot rare anyway. Everybody having gold loot everywhere, I don't like. When you used to play Apex back in the day, having like gold armor, gold backpack was like, oh my god, we got gold, there's a gold. Now it's like, oh, this guy's got gold. Oh, this guy's got gold. That guy's got gold. Oh, and that guy's got gold. Everybody has gold. Kind of defeats the purpose of how rare a gold thing is. So I like the fact that, personally, I would have all the golds like rarer, but you know, that's just me. Legends now. This is the big one, the big nerf for the legends. VTOL jet. So this is her like passive or whatever you call it. Acceleration on activation decreased. Fuel consumption on activation increased. That means you use more fuel. Aerial boosting and strafing take a 20% debuff when hit by slowing effects. I mean, that's not crazy, you know, whatever. Added a third orange state to the fuel meter UI between. So basically, you use more fuel, and that's the main thing. So there's going to be less of that, like flying everywhere, whatever you want to call it. Missile swarm. Now, this I said needed a nerf. Aim and turn slow removed. Thank you. I personally thought it either had to have one or two things. It had to have that removed, or the damage needs to be like nerfed. One or the other. It looks like they've pretty much nerfed that anyway, because the explosion radius has been removed. Move slow duration decreased as well. So yeah, because one thing that used to annoy me, they would hit me with the missiles, and then I'd be like turning super slow to try and fight them. That used to annoy me. So I'm glad they removed that. Move slow I don't mind, but the aim and turn slow was well annoying. So I'm glad they reduced that. Height reduction of 25%. It kind of needed that, because it was really crazy. Launch time reduced from 5. So it's quicker, I guess. Coupled with the height reduction, players of ult travel now upward at a slightly slower speed. So they go up slower, so you should be able to hit them. The one thing I heard that they were doing was if she gets shot, her ult goes on a cooldown, but it doesn't look like that's there. So I guess they didn't do anything there. Black hole adjustments. Nukes hitbox to make destroying it more reliable. So her ult's going to be easier to destroy now. And it takes 50% more damage from explosives. That's not really... I don't know if that's a bad thing. Can teammates actually hurt it? I don't know. I haven't used Horizon that much, so I can't say that. But that's not... I mean, you use it to throw explosions at and hit people instantly, so... that don't really seem like a bad thing. Improvements to perimeter security placement system. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe they're harder to destroy, easier placement. I don't know. Oh, yeah, literally placement system. Sorry, yeah. So I guess it's just easier to place. Okay, Newcastle. Now, we already got a buff to Newcastle with the knockdown shield. So now we're going to see... Retrieve the wounded. Increase move speed during revive by 25%. That's pretty good. Reduce turn slow while reviving. That's good. Increase white knockdown shield health and blue knockdown shield. So yeah, his retrieve the wounded has got a massive buff. Mobile shield. Increase HP. So that's that L1, right? 500. That's a lot, man. Double max movement speed. It was kind of slow. I think that's good. I like that. I kind of wanted to use Newcastle for a while, but couldn't get the hang of him, so I might actually start using him again. Mad Maggie, right drill. Projectile launch speed doubled. That's alright, don't mind that. Will travel twice as far while dropping the same amount of magnets. Duration increased from 5 seconds to 10. Magnet spawn delay increased. So that's a nerf, isn't it? Magnet spawn delay. So it's like boom, 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 like 1 second, and a boom, 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 like that, I guess. So I guess that's kind of a nerf. But the duration's been increased, so it'll probably go further and stuff like that anyway. So it's not, I guess it's not really a nerf, it's not really a buff. Wrecking Ball when deal damage to enemy placeable objects, black market, castle walls. Alright, so you can use it to throw against stuff, that's not bad. Fix Wrecking Ball not blinding and slowing enemies. Wow, I didn't even know that was a thing. So it's actually supposed to blind and slow enemies, so... that could actually be decent now if you throw it at people. Now ignores friendly collision on amp cover placement, i.e. plays in walls around teammates who feels more smooth. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like a nerf or a buff, but she has been buffed. Like, just that, basically. It just I think that's kind of like irrelevant. I guess that's just more like, what's it, aesthetically pleasing or something. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like she's been buffed. I mean, she did need a buff. No, she was the lowest pick rate in the whole of Apex Legends last season, I think. Caustic, fixed gas ramping bug where transitioning from friendly to enemy gas will initially deal damage for... What? Fixed gas ramping bug where transitioning from friendly to enemy gas would initially damage... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's shitty. That's good. Mirage decoys now be scanned by Valk. Nice. Picked up by Sears Heartseeker. Nice. So Mirage has got a little bit more team play and he's got a little bit more buffed. Fix a bug where Mirage decoys were perked up by Sears exhibit as AI and not players. Right, so now Mirage is going to be dodgies for Sears and Valk. So that's pretty good. So if you throw out a thing, it might look like there's another team or your ult or whatever. They could like mess them up. Death Totem will now show a placement preview when activated. Yes, that's much better because now you can hold it and say, look, do you guys want to go? Do you want to go? Instead of just like asking them, do you want to go? And then having to place it, you can have it there. And then as soon as you go, bang, boom, gone. I like that. Crafting update. Team use, when any player interacts with materials in Hearthstone, all the players in their team will give them materials. Really? What? That's pretty crazy. Is it going to be the same amount of materials? That's pretty crazy if that's the case. Remove shatter rounds, yes, of course. Remove hammer point, yes, of course. Heavy energy and sniper mags price increased. Okay, that's weird. So only light ammo is going to be costing 25. Everything else. Oh, mags. Sorry, mags. I thought it was ammo. Mags. Okay. Yeah, don't mind that. That's fine. Laser sight added to crafting. Yes, that's fine. Stock and barrel price reduced to 25. Oh, really? Okay. So they increased mag size but reduced barrel price. I suppose because not many weapons use barrels now, so that makes sort of sense, I guess. Increased shotgun bolt price, yeah. I mean, it's not. These are not massive things. These are just crafting. Added double tap. Added in skull piercer. Yes. Reduced ACOG price. I like that. I do like that. Again, it's not massive. They're only 5s and 10s. Not a big deal. The maps rotating for public matches during Hunted are Kings Canyon, World's Edge, and Storm Point. Replicators and crafting materials have been rebalanced across the maps. Ring adjustments. Ring 1 damage increased from 2 to 3. Okay, that's a huge update. Now you can't stay in ring 1 for longer and just chill in there. I like that. Much better. So is ring 2 going to be the same though? I'd be interested to see if they've buffed that. Ring 1 pre-shrink time decreased. Pre-shrink. So that's before it starts closing. So instead of 3 minutes on your drop, you've only got 60 seconds now. That I'm not sure about. Because you want to spend some time looting. That'll create more action. But I'm not sure if I like that. I think that might be a bit too much. Maybe reduce it to 120 seconds. I think 60 seconds is a bit low. So, ring 1 closing time is now 4 minutes 10. Wait, that don't sound right then. Because that's only 22 seconds difference. I don't know. Maybe I read that wrong. So, instead of ring 1 closing at 4 minutes 32, it'll close at 22 seconds sooner. World's Edge is 50 seconds. Holy shit, that's big. Storm Point is another 20 seconds. So, basically, the ring 1 shrink quicker, create more action, create more kills, quicker games, blah, 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 I guess. World's Edge. Remove some frustrating final rings at staging that were causing heal-offs. Fragment East, loot. So, the ring is not completely random then. They just have like 100 set rings or something. I don't know, or 1,000. Fragment East loot buff from low tier to medium. Fragment East loot buff. Holy shit. So, people that landed in Fragment, the loot was only low anyway. So, why is that such a hot drop? I mean, which one? Yeah, so East would be the bottom one. That's where everyone drops. That's crazy. Why did everyone drop there then? Added 00B to West Rocks. I don't know what that is. Oob. Added something to the rocks at Lava Siphon. I actually don't know what that is. Someone can tell me. Quality of life. New map mode. UI element on load screen and start flow. Winning and champion tags added to the scoreboard. Added ability to tap. Interact prompts when they conflict with hold. Reloading near danged enemies is now a lot more reliable on controller. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, out of bounds? Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Nice one, Ben. Thank you. I thought it was some sort of like building or something. So that is hugely annoying. When you're playing on console and someone's down next to you and you're trying to reload because you're in a fight and you can't reload, that is so bloody annoying. So annoying. So a lot more reliable, which means it's still going to happen, but it's a lot more reliable. Added flourish to the crafting materials in the top right of the HUD when they increased. Added flourish to items if they become craftable while in the thing. Added accessibility switch for turn on text to speech, defaulting to what your console system has it set to where available. When dropping from dropship, the location of POI player lands is now displayed. Bug fixes. Do we care about bug fixes? Let's go through them. Hipfire reticles now change size based on field of view. Fix the bug where cancelling a lifeline would cancel it for other teammates, also being revived by the lifeline. Fix bug where players cannot deal damage to caustic barrels or jump pads. Fix issue where buy menu will close each turn. Oh my god, that was so annoying. In arenas, that was so annoying. So they fixed that. Crypto's ultimate now destroys Watson's pylon. Coca-Cola. Fixed for issue where Crypto's heirloom animation audio would play globally. Thank God for that. Fix the issue where subtitles get stuck while crouched between a replicator and a black market after crafting. That seems very unlikely. Fix bug where players could not unlock the fully kitted badge. Fixed issue for legends losing functionality like melee and using ability while mantling. Fixed bug for players who could not switch ammo types for the car SMG. Newcastle fixed issue where it gets stuck in the ultimate animation while riding the zip line. That's hilarious. Fixed bug where throwables placed on mobile shield will start floating after the mobile shield disappears. Fix for cases where players wouldn't take damage for ordnance or activate caustic barrels when positioned between a tactical shield and its drone. Fix a bug where throwable abilities placed on a mobile shield could float away after the mobile shield disappears. Apparently there was a thing where you could throw the heat shield on Newcastle's L1 and then you can just walk along with it. I'm not sure if they fixed that. Wraith. Fix a bug where Wraith could still take damage in the ring while phasing. Wow, that would be really annoying. Fix for a reload bug for the Mastiff 85 where players could not ADS until reload animation was finished. Fix bug where Crypto's melee animation has been showing his heirloom while in third person. Vending machines in Big Mode now have bio protection. I don't know what that means. Fix an issue where it caused some stuttering and frame rate spikes on consoles, especially PS5 and Xbox Series XS. Fixed bug where dropship would sometimes spawn players outside the ship. Yeah, that was well annoying. God, that used to blow your eardrums out of your head. Fix a bug where heat shields would disappear when placed under a respawn beacon or a mobile respawn beacon and then the beacon was used. Fix a bug where Pathfinder's zipline would be destroyed and placed on top of a respawn beacon and then the beacon was used. Fix for cases when a heat shield could disappear and set under a respawn beacon is activated. Fix a bug where mirage decoys would not show up on the scan for a few legends. Right, I mean, pretty good. I like what I'm seeing here. I kind of thought there was going to be a Gibraltar nerf. So I'm not sure about that. And another thing I'm not sure about is Skull Piercer for I don't even know where it is. Yeah, there you go. Skull Piercer for 3030. That's going to be quite OP. That gun's already pretty good. I've started using it recently and I really had some success with it. So with a Skull Piercer as well, that's going to be OP. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What you think of the new buffs and nerfs. I'm glad they nerfed Valkyrie because, oh god, that meta was annoying where everybody had a Valkyrie on their team. Hopefully that'll change it up a bit. So yeah, I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I feel like Crypto's probably going to be the lowest pick this season now that Maggie's been buffed. But other than that, yeah, I like it. I like it. Let's get on with the stream, shall we? But before we end our reactions to the Apex patches, don't forget, you could buy a nice bottle of Coke in your local store like Tesco, and it will quench your thirst and taste really good. Glass bottles taste even better.